Hi guys, so I'm here gonna do a reading for what to expect for January of 2023 coming in. So pause if you need to for group 1, group 2, and group 3. Hi group 1, so let's get started. We've got a waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. We have a be bold and make the first move, the cardinal moon. And we have faith in your dreams, a waxing crescent moon. So I definitely see so far that this group has been working on a bunch of manifestations lately. And I see that it's starting to pick up, and it almost seems scary that those things are starting to come to you and come to you with ease, the way that you've been manifesting them for so long. I'm also feeling that you've been questioning a lot on your path lately, second guessing yourself and re-questioning and just going through trying to figure out what path is right for you. I feel like the universe is kind of calling you out right now because you keep kind of changing your mind and going back and forth on whether you should do certain, career changes or, manifesting certain things. But you keep coming back to this one specifically. And I feel like that's where the cardinal moon's going to come in, where you're being bold, you're making that business decision, you're changing your career path. This group so far feels very positive about the outcome. So let's get a little bit more insight here. We've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the World. We have the Chariot. And the Two of Swords. Okay. So far it feels like this group is got a lot of trouble in doubting themselves. I'm seeing so much about self-doubt, so many things that could have been accomplished. Sorry, that's my cat. So many things that could have been accomplished, just with a little bit more faith and a little bit more believing in yourself and a little less self-sabotage, guys. I don't mean to call anybody out, but there is definitely some self-sabotage energy going on over here where things get a little too overwhelming, or you question, or you tell somebody about a plan and they, just kind of make you rethink everything. So I'm definitely seeing some self-sabotage in the way of allowing other people to sway you, or yourself, your own self-doubts to sway the path that you're supposed to be on. I'm definitely feeling some entrepreneurial spirit here with the Knight of Wands, and I'm also with the World, seeing things finally coming together for you, especially those things that it seems like you've been in the works for, I want to say 3 to 5 years, at the minimum. It feels like this has been something definitely that's been on your mind for a long time. So those manifestations are definitely coming through. It looks like with the Chariot too, it shows me that there's been so many battles this last 5 years. I feel definitely 2 steps forward, 1 step back, getting pushed back, feeling like you're going to get ahead and not quite making it there, but definitely is starting to feel like victory if we can get over this Two of Swords energy we have right here. I feel like with the Two of Swords too, we have a conflict of paths that we're going on or trying to go on, and not being sure which one is right for us. And I definitely think that what I'm hearing for this group specifically is that some more meditation and talking to your higher guides and trying to understand yourself and why you specifically are here will really help you realize that you know what answer. I feel like you question it quite a bit, but you have that gut feeling about the one particular path that you're going to take this year. We also have Dreamtime Creation, Lake Stillness, and love, compassion. So I definitely feel like there's going to be a new romantic cycle. So either a new relationship or heightening a connection that you are currently in, recommitting to each other, a very intimate feeling of connection and like lifelong passion. As for stillness, definitely see this group needing a break. Like I said, 3 to 5 years you've been working on all of this and these manifestations, and they're coming very fast. But there's also a time of pushing yourself too hard, and you want to make sure you're not doing that. You're balancing work and play and relaxation time. Yeah, and with creation, you're creating this path. You are finally deciding. January looks like it's going to be very big on you accumulating all of these manifestations, and it almost feels like it's going to be at once. Very sudden, very like you've been getting them, and I see them like lined up over the last couple months specifically, and then it's like just a snowball effect. So this group really feels positive in the aspects of this creation of this new, like almost career path, life path, something that's going to fulfill you and make you extremely, extremely happy and wealthy. If we can just get over some of the avoidance, the self-doubt, and just keep working towards these goals while also balancing that resting time that you need. This group, definitely I'm feeling earth energy, specifically Taurus and Capricorn energy here. So if you picked group 1, you picked a zebra Jasper, and that tells me that you probably need more calm and zen, which makes complete sense with you needing to spend more time balancing the work and play relationship. I also see it aiding and tuning into your higher frequencies. So definitely start doing the things that make you feel the most connected to your higher self, journaling, grounding, meditating, things like that. Zebra Jasper is connected to bladder issues and kidney issues. So make sure you're like drinking a lot of water and taking care of yourself, and making sure that your health is in overall good standing as well for this month of January 2023. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Hi guys, if you picked this group, you picked the Moss Agate. This is group 2. So we've got to start with full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Show the world the real you, Aquarius. Full moon in Aquarius, and the mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. So I'm already feeling from this group that there's like a decision you've been avoiding, even though you know you need to make it, because it like this nothing is yet set in stone is kind of like, I feel like your motto or your philosophy right now, which is usually a good one. We've got the 3 of Wands, the Tower, the Star, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. I feel drawn to start with the Star because I feel like you have done so much healing from past old wounds, that's kind of where this apprehension to making the decision can come from. So I definitely feel like there is some decisions to be made in love and what you deserve, and out of those decisions, the 3 of Wands is going to come around with you figuring out exactly what you deserve in love and taking a relationship to the next level if you realize that, you know, this is the right relationship for you and the right place to be in. Definitely seeing a lot of positivity around like a newer love or a refreshed love, like 2 parties that went away, completely worked on themselves internally and independently, then can come back together. I'm not seeing like a rough, rocky relationship healing. If anything, if it's a rough, rocky relationship you're in now, it actually feels more connected to the Tower, where things are kind of going to feel like they completely are ripped apart because there's a decision you've been avoiding about the things you do deserve. For some of you, that will be like leaving a partner who is just not ready emotionally, like not on your level, not on your frequency. They're not ready for the things you're ready for, no matter how hard you push them or you try or they try, like a miss. So with that being said, I definitely feel the realization in January of 2023 of what you deserve and your worth, and how that relates to the person that you're in a relationship with currently. As for the Six of Pentacles, this feels very like financial in nature, like investments or opening like an IRA or like a high interest yielding savings account, something along the lines of like investing your money and turning around, maybe like getting a rental property or trying to expand your wealth to the point where you're able to have multiple streams of income, passive income, things like that. I definitely feel a positive financial pull, especially with the Page of Wands here. So those feel very positive in the financial standpoint of things for January 2023. For some of you, like I'm feeling that some of you really haven't had your potential yet. You haven't made the amount of money you want to make. Like you're still kind of living in a struggle or a month to month situation. It feels like that's definitely something that's going to change January 2023. I just feel like another job, a better job, like I said, investments, or able to turn around and make some passive income as well. So we have focus, crystals, clouds, shape-shifting, dawn, new beginnings, and river movement. Yeah, so all of this is moving you into new beginnings where there's more focus on being authentically who you are and who you want to be, getting into yourself 110% here, coming 2023. Lots of change in the way of turning more and more into yourself, because it feels like people have forced you to be something for so long that it's kind of been hard to find who you are, and that's definitely coming. And if you picked this group because the moss agate like drew you in, definitely check on your root chakra, your heart chakra. Make sure that those things are aligned. It's a balancing stone, so it's able to kind of balance emotion, spirituality, practicality, optimism, pessimism, just kind of create an overall sense of harmony. And it brings you like back to nature and grounding and helping like you to get more accustomed to the earth energy. Thank you, group 2. I'll see you in my next video. Hi, group 3. If you picked the Unakite, this is the pile for you. We have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer, and adjustments are required, third quarter moon. So already this group feels positive. I'm definitely feeling more connected, more authentic energy in this pile with the connections around you, friendships and relationships, and even some family. It seems like family are coming around to kind of deal with their inner child work and kind of do some healing at this time. We have Three of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups. So lots of feminine energy here and lots of strong feminine energy. So, energy that is dominant, but also calm, quiet, but also loud. Like the feminine energy, the feminine vibe is very, very beautiful in this reading specifically right now. We also have Temperance, and Temperance came out as a clarification card for the Three of Cups, and it definitely feels like this is connected to friendships or putting yourself in connections that probably weren't balanced. I see a lot of you giving and people taking, energy vampire type of situations here, especially with this strong energy that just like people want to be around you, they want to talk to you, they want your opinion on things, and that feels very overwhelming. And so I think that the Three of Cups and the Temperance card in this reading for January of 2023, it's reminding you to Make sure that your relationships are harmonious, all of them that you are in, and cutting off any that aren't harmonious, any that don't feel balanced. I feel like you've been reaching your goals, but there's also something that feels like it's missing or something that feels like it's skipped. We also have vision quest, solitude, and unfoldment. Yeah, it looks like you've been burned by these relationships in the past, friendships, family relationships. It's like you put in so much of this effort that it's time for this like new romantic cycle to begin. It's been time for the person that you love and the people that you love around you to reciprocate those feelings in a way that actually feels like it's being reciprocated. I feel like some people around you say, oh, well, I do show you love, or I do, I am trying, and it just isn't coming across in a way that feels like they really are. And I feel like that's somewhat a communication issue here about how this person is trying to show love versus how you're receiving love, and trying to figure out a way for those two to connect and coincide together. I definitely see January of 2023 being a time of, inward reflection over the last year specifically. I feel like there was a lot done, but you still feel like there's so much left to do. And I'm also getting the Temperance card is in relation to how fast you push yourself, how quickly you feel like you need to be places. A lot of us do it. I'm definitely, guilty of that as well, of wanting things right now, wanting them as fast as possible, being tired of waiting. But there's definitely some patience that needs to happen in this group for some of these bigger manifestations, the bigger things that you've been asking for to come through. Specifically, and a personal issue reaches resolution, tells me that there is, you've been dealing with a lot of things, and a lot of positivity is coming in your way in the form of clarity. Finally, understanding why things happened the way they did, why people said the things they did, so on and so forth. So be mindful of who you're spending your time with and who is in your circle, who is taking up that energy from you that you vitally need to reach these goals. That's where this adjustment's coming in, is you remembering who you are, where you're headed, and knowing that some of these relationships and connections aren't going to follow through with you throughout this year. Lots of releasing energy here, but it's positive, definitely a positive pile. If you picked this for the Unakite stone, that's like definitely connected to your third eye. So the vision quest, the looking in, the higher self, finding, where you need to be, and also aids in bringing insight. That's going to help accurately answer some of those questions for you, doing some of the inward work like the journaling and meditation or yoga, whatever feels right to you. And it also attaches you back to earth, like brings you back to a grounding Mother Nature type setting. So if you're feeling kind of, disconnected from earth or disconnected from your higher self, it's definitely some grounding energy that called you to pick this pile. So thank you, group 3. I'll see you next video.